My employer recently had a seminar at which Now Hear This Audiology came to speak to us about the current state of the art in hearing aids and in hearing diagnostic testing. I was so impressed with their presentation that I decided I had to check it out, and I immediately made an appointment with Dr. Philip Griffin to have my hearing tested. I was impressed when I was asked to bring my wife to the initial hearing test, and when we got here, Dr. Griffin sat us down and gave us each a questionnaire dealing with my perceptions as well as my wife's perceptions about my hearing loss. And by and large, we agreed with everything. I did find out a few things that my wife thought that I wasn't aware of, but essentially we agreed on what it was. Dr. Philip Griffin set my expectation level in terms of what could be done with modern technology. We then went back to the testing room, and I've never had a more thorough hearing examination in my life. There were several different tests. And afterwards, we came back to the fitting room and we actually looked at the results of the test. We looked at the graphs on the computer screen. We talked about the various options available for hearing aids in terms of the size, in the ear, behind the ear, and the various capabilities of each device. I ended up getting a behind the ear model with 16 bands that can be adjusted individually across the human audio spectrum, and that was very, very helpful. One of the things that impressed me about the Now Hear This Audiology hearing evaluation is that they actually did something called a real ear measurement. It's not just tuning the hearing aid for your individual responses externally, but a little microphone is actually placed in your ear canal so that the sounds coming through the hearing aid into your ear canal are measured and they can be adjusted according to your individual hearing needs. The office staff at Now Hear This Audiology has been really personable, friendly, helpful, and professional. I can't overstate enough how important it is to have them take the time with you to answer your questions. When you meet to have your hearing aids adjusted, Dr. Griffin does not rush you. He asks you several questions before he makes any adjustments to make sure you're getting the results that you want. He can tune certain frequencies higher or lower in terms of volume to make sure that sounds that bother you are taken care of, such as dishes rattling or water running. He was also able to adjust the hearing aids so that conversations in a restaurant are much more intelligible. I can now hear the audio in television programs at a normal volume level, much to my wife's surprise, and conversations with people are much more pleasant. I do not have to continually ask them to repeat information as I did before I was fitted with the hearing aids. Experience at work has been greatly improved. During meetings, I can hear individuals speaking and I can focus on them without having their voices drowned out by other people in the meeting. Meeting with people one-on-one in my office is much more pleasant as well. I can actually turn my hearing aids down sometimes with one-on-one conversations because they're right in front of me and the sound is perfectly clear. I don't have to ask them to repeat or to speak up. So it's been a thoroughly positive experience having the hearing aids as part of my normal daily activity and improving my life. After having 5 months of experience with the hearing aids, my only regret is that I didn't have the procedure done sooner, and I am now entering back in the world of hearing for the first time in many, many years.